Hey guys, and welcome back to HairHoney. So today's conversation is about what are the best and what are the worst foods if you're experiencing hair loss and you are trying to get regrowth. Now, the reason why I am doing this series of videos is because I am someone that also suffers with hair loss and have been seeing improvements with the treatment regimens that I have been doing, which are completely natural and nothing toxic, like fistinerine or minoxidil. Those are very toxic, and those do not fix the problem from the inside out. Now, there's several different things that you need to address when working with hair loss, and one of those big reasons, and the first thing that you should do, is try and figure out what is causing your hair loss. And I have a full series on this, guys. It could be anything from hormone imbalances to low stomach acid to too low or too high of testosterone, hormonal imbalances, excessive DHT on the scalp, mold toxicity, or bacterial overgrowths in the body, yeast infections. There's so many different things that could be causing your hair loss. And doctors, more often than not, will just tell you, it's genetic or it's alopecia areata, which is just, they don't know what it's caused by, and to take these toxic over-the-counter supplements, such as minoxidil and fistinerine. So I wanted to talk to you because food is medicine, and I know some of you guys probably agree with that and some of you guys probably don't and don't care, but when working with hair loss, which is a physical appearance thing, it also means something is wrong inside your body. But a lot of us don't tend to take action until we start noticing the appearance on our head, which is definitely not the way to go. I started noticing lots of hair fall. I was already working on a bunch of different illness treatment programs, and of course, my anxiety and everything got way worse as my hair loss kept going and going. So, and every doctor I went to, they were like, well, you have plenty of hair, so it's nothing to worry about. And that is absolutely the worst answer a doctor can give you, because if you're trending in the wrong direction, now is the best time to stop it and reverse it, because some forms of hair loss are scarring, which means your follicles close, which mine were closing, and you cannot get them back, which is extremely detrimental to your hair. So do not wait before it is too late to get on this regimen of trying different treatment programs, testing yourself in different ways to seeing what's going on in the body, and sticking to a good diet, because those are going to be some main key factors that you need in order to be successful in hair regrowth. So let's get into it. Hair loss diet. So these are food nutrients that the hair loves. So you want to find things that are rich in biotin, a B vitamin that will help hair grow and strengthen. Vitamin D, which helps stimulate hair follicles that have become dormant. Vitamin E is a potent antioxidant activity, helps to reduce oxidative stress in the scalp, which is also known to be associated with alopecia. Iron. Iron deficiencies have been linked to hair loss. Vitamin C makes it easier for your body to absorb the iron. And omega-3 fatty acids, they're anti-inflammatory, counteract inflammation that causes hair shedding. So those are just some general guidelines of, things that you want to be eating that are rich in these vitamins, if not taking these supplements. Now, I do have a differing opinion on biotin, just due to the fact that biotin does block test results from coming back. So if you are on biotin supplements and you're trying to figure out what is going on with your hair loss, biotin will throw off your labs and make everything look normal when in fact it could be not normal. So I definitely have a different relationship with biotin after learning that, because I spent years on it. And I could never figure out what was going on in my body. So that was just a big, whoa, wake up kind of factor that the doctors are telling you to take, but it's probably because they want to prolong your hair loss, because you'll keep going back. So, okay, here we go. Things that you should eat. Things such as almond butter, tangerines, salmon, Greek yogurt, eggs, spinach, oatmeal, guava, oysters, lentils, liver, blueberries, red peppers, barley, walnuts, halibut, carrots, shiitake mushrooms, chickpeas, spirulina, marmite, which again, I have a differing opinion on that, just because yeast overgrowth can lead to hair loss because of malnutrition due to the yeast overgrowth, which yeast overgrowth can also lead to larger bacterial infections and cause a whole hell on your body, including hives and a bunch of other different autoimmune disorders that you may think are just autoimmune diseases that doctors can't figure out, but could just be a yeast overgrowth. Okay, so I don't find Marmite to be that useful, but some people say it is. Peanut butter, kiwi, clams, black beans, and fortified whole grain cereal. Now these are all rich in those vitamins that we were talking about prior. They also have very healthy fats, as well as they help release oxidative stress on the body, as well as reduce inflammation and help blood circulation. So these are all great things that you can be doing, and Greek yogurt They tend to say low fat because you want to try and typically avoid dairy products. I know cheese, like, what are you going to do without cheese? Is extremely hard to process in our bodies, and they're also filled with all these antibiotics and hormones and stuff like that, and you just don't need that messing with your endocrine system. So next, I don't know why I have a stuffy nose today, guys, but it's got me. Okay, the worst foods you can eat for your hair. Fortunately, this list is a lot shorter. Now, swordfish, mackerel, and tuna are highly potent in mercury. And mercury is zinc's worst nightmare, because what happens is you will not be able to, when they combine mercury plus zinc, it won't be able to absorb iron. And iron is necessary in order for blood circulation and follicle stimulation. Now, the all-being death of all deaths, sugar. I know. We go over it every single time, and it's just as hard every single time. So sugar is terrible for your hair. It slows down your blood circulation, which causes not enough blood to reach the follicle, causing your follicle to minimize and your hair to fall out, which also means the chances of your hair fall being from sugar is high. But also, if your hair fall is from too much sugar, which is also going to lead to a yeast infection, your follicles are closing, which is scarring, alopecia, and you cannot get that hair back. So definitely take that into consideration. Alcohol, we also know as the body's worst nightmare, causes immense inflammation in the body, dehydration, and so it's just not good for you overall, but that we all have to live life, so we're gonna do it. Oh, I forgot, starchy and refined grains. Now, earlier when I was making this PowerPoint, as I was writing that, I was like, oh, a piece of toast. So I went and I made myself a piece of toast, but it was sourdough toast, and it was well, I don't want to say homemade. It was from Whole Foods, so it seems healthier, right? But it just got me craving some toast. Now, you can have some here and there. I'm not going to cut it completely out, but I do try and stay away from it. I usually just eat lean meats that have good fat content and good vitamin E and D and C, and stick away from other things like greasy food. So no McDonald's, not good for you. Carbonated drinks, also not good for you. They are super dehydrating. Dairy products have a bunch of different hormones in them, which can lead to further hormone imbalances if your hair loss is from hormonal imbalances, and Brazil nuts because of the selenium in them. I'm sorry, guys. I feel so congested today. So these are really foods that you want to stay away from when trying to work with hair loss and hair regrowth. Now, I've taken this into my hands too, and I really try and stay away from most of these items myself. Sometimes you have to give in because we are human, and these things are some of the most tastiest things in the whole world. But overall, I'd rather have my hair and no gut than have a gut and no hair. So just cut them out, do whatever you can to get them out of your life, and, you know, if you slip up, that's fine. You'll enjoy it more if you're depriving yourself of these things. Then when you do get it, it's more exciting, and it's not as tedious, and it's not as harmful on the body when not consumed in large amounts. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click the like, click the subscribe. This is HairHoney's channel. Now, I do have an Etsy account where you can buy products that I use myself, such as tea, which I am actually drinking right now. It is my special blend of herbs and spices for hair regrowth and hair loss, but it is also supposed to reduce inflammation and fix endocrine problems such as hormonal imbalances while inducing blood circulation to get the follicles stimulated. But I do several other things in addition to this. But the tea has helped my lunar cycles and stuff so much. I can feel my hormones starting to balance out, and now I've been on it for about 3 months, and I just buy the dry herbs and make it myself. So it is small batch, handmade, and fully researched, like to the max. So guys, go to my Etsy account and get yourself some tea as well as the hair oils, because they work so well and have helped me to stop my hair loss. I would greatly appreciate the support. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.